I'm Anton.
I'm so excited. We need to do our best cheering, too. Tomorrow's finally our ball game competition. Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. My name is Nao Shimamoto. I'm in the first year of high school, and I love sports, which is why I was looking forward to tomorrow's competition. We're going to win no matter what if you're on our side, Nao-chan. You think so? I really want to win. Of course we will. The next day, the ball games competition began just as planned.
Line up!
Good luck! The sport I was going to be participating in was basketball. We were up against Class 4 first. I was hyped. First, get this ball and... But as soon as we did the jump ball, it occurred.
Hold on! Stop!
Huh? The match was suddenly stopped by the teacher who was the referee for the match.
You're cheating, Shimamoto!
Me? What did I do?
It's cheating how you're so tall!
Huh? The teacher said something unbelievably unfair.
You heard me! You're banned from the match!
What? Hold on. But... Yep, I'm huge. I'm 230 centimeters tall to be exact. For that reason, I wasn't allowed to participate in the basketball match. Nao-chan. He's our PE teacher, Mr. Asami. Apparently, he's trying to make everyone else laugh by making fun of me. He looks so satisfied because that's exactly what happened. I've been really tall since I was young, and because of that, people would often make fun of me.
She's so huge!
This teacher wasn't the first one. But this is just too unfair.
I'm gonna be your new teacher, Asami.
Things got even worse. When we got into the second grade, we found out that Mr. Asami was going to be our homeroom teacher.
I'll be with you guys next year, too. Oh, if it isn't Shimamoto! You're so big, so I noticed you immediately.
What? This is the worst. I fell into despair. He was the last person I wanted to have as our homeroom teacher. From today until we graduate, I would have to see his disgusting face every day. And then the summer of our third year. Why am I so big? I had a full-on inferiority complex because of my height. I haven't been going to school recently and rarely even leave my room because of nervous breakdowns. But then, one day...
May I enter?
Huh? Mom called a certain person to meet me. 10 years later. Damn it! Shimamoto's messing us up again.
Calm down, Miranda. You still have the second half. Listen up. Use any tactic to win. Stop her no matter what. Understand?
Yes! Huh?
Wow! Shimamoto is incredible! That's 28 points and 15 rebounds today! There's no one able to stop her!
10 years ago, I was scouted by a professional women's basketball team, and now I'm a world-famous pro. Calm down. Careful. I'm currently part of a team called Alessandro Wendy's. We're playing right now to win the Oria League.
Yes! Nice!
I'd given up on my future back in the third grade of high school, but everything changed after I met Coach Austin.
Have you considered playing basketball professionally?
Me? The person Mom invited to our home was the coach of an international pro women's basketball team. I was surprised at the sudden visit, but apparently Coach Austin had been paying attention to me for quite some time now.
I'm looking for young talent that will carry the future of the professional women's basketball on their back. I run a project that trains girls to talent like you. I heard rumors that there was someone like you in Japan, which is why I came.
Apparently, the coach heard rumors of a Japanese female high schooler who was unusually tall and came all the way here from abroad to meet me.
Listen, your height is a weapon!
A weapon?
Yes, it's a talent that you were blessed with!
Apparently, Coach Austin had already come to several of my PE classes at school in secret to measure my capabilities. Talent. I had only played basketball during PE classes or competitions at school until now, but it was already the summer of my 3rd grade and I still hadn't decided on what I would be doing after I graduate. It was clear that I was going to become a recluse at that rate. That's why I decided to go for it and accept the coach's respect. I wanted to change my life. After that, I got into a university abroad that was famous for its basketball team. I was suddenly sent abroad to study. Of course, the 4 years I spent there weren't easy, but all the girls around me were tall people like me. I gradually stopped worrying about my height. Not only that, but it looks like I had a talent for basketball from the start. Thanks to the state-of-the-art training facilities they provided me with, I got better and better. And now, I became a professional basketball player with the help of Coach Austin.
We'll hand you the ball more the next match.
We won that day's game. And then, while I was talking to the coach after the match, "Don't get so full of yourself. You're Miranda." Her name is Miranda. She's a famous player who won the title of MVP the last season. I'm the only MVP. I'll say it to you clearly. You're a bother. If you don't want to get hurt, I recommend buying a plane ticket and going home now. Apparently, Miranda sees me as her rival. She bothers me like this whenever she has the opportunity. I don't care who the MVP is or not. I just want my team to win. An ominous aura started enveloping the court when...
Oh, hey, Shimamoto!
What? Someone from the audience suddenly entered the court.
Hey, you can't just come in like that.
Yes, only players and staff can enter.
Shut up!
Wow.
Hello?
I'm now Shimamoto's mentor!
I was shocked when I saw who it was. Mr. Asami. My homeroom teacher from high school, Mr. Asami, suddenly appeared.
Great, it's currently going on a trip. I heard that you were having a match nearby, so I came. I brought some of my students as well. Still though, I'm so impressed. To think that you become a professional basketball player?
It looks like they were going abroad for their graduation trip.
Everyone, come over here.
And then Mr. Asami called his students over and...
This is the student that I raised 10 years ago.
Huh?
It's the real Shimamoto!
Wow, amazing! I've been a fan since middle school. Can I take a picture with you? The court's bench side was suddenly filled with students. Huh? Wait.
Go ahead. Get all the signs and pictures you want. Was Mr. Asami's training difficult?
What? No. What's the lesson Mr. Asami taught you that stuck with you the most?
This is so nostalgic. I remember how the two of us used to stay until late practicing in the gymnasium.
Apparently, Mr. Asami is telling everyone at my old school that he's the one who pushed me to become a professional basketball player. Not only that, but apparently he's currently the school's basketball team's coach.
Oh, that reminds me. I have a favor I want to ask of you, Shimamoto.
A favor?
A lot of my relatives and friends say that they wanted signs from you. Sign these, please.
Huh?
It's time for the interview.
Oh, yes. Since I'm currently the player with the most points this league, I'm interviewed after every match by the media.
Impressive. Go and do your thing.
I headed to the crowd of cameras and reporters to be interviewed, but...
First question, Miss Shimamoto. Who would you like to thank today's victory for?
Yes, I would like to thank my mentor.
She's talking about me.
My mentor is Mr. Asami, my teacher from high school. He's the one who made me want to change my life. It's not an exaggeration to say that I am who I am now thanks to Mr. Asami. Wow, Mr. Asami! When I was in high school, he wouldn't allow me to participate in basketball matches. He didn't allow me to play since, according to him, it was unfair how I was so tall. While I was in school, Mr. Asami would constantly make fun of me for being so tall.
What are you saying? What are you saying, Shimamoto?
Mr. Asami?
Everyone has their own demons. If, right now, there are people like my past self who have lost confidence in themselves, I want to tell them this. Your weakness could become a strength. My life changed thanks to basketball. My true mentor is Coach Austin.
Now, go!
Please, don't give in to insults that you don't deserve. Don't lose to people that don't hesitate to ruin others' lives. Don't give up on yourself. That's all I have to say for today. Thank you for listening. I then got off the stage.
What's the meaning of this, Mr. Asami?
Was what Miss Shimamoto said true?
No, those were all lies.
You were lying. And then...
Stop filming me! Stop filming me!
Mr. Asami was projected on the game screen and received a huge booing from the audience. I was finally able to spit out all the negative emotions I had bottled up in high school in this faraway country. A few hours later, I took a shower and got changed and was about to go home when...
Why, yo!
Ah!
What are you gonna do about this, huh? How am I supposed to continue teaching at that school?
It looks like Mr. Asami had snuck in and was waiting for me to come out and go home.
Take back what you said! Take back what you said immediately!
It looked like he was really drunk.
If you don't...
It looks like he was prepared to undertake desperate measures to get back his reputation. But then... If she doesn't, then what?
Who the hell are you?
Miranda? Miranda suddenly appeared to save me. I was also really tall since I was young. I understand how Shimamoto feels very well. You're the kind of person I hate the most. Listen, if you dare lay your hands on my rival again, be prepared to lose your life. Miranda.
Stop that man!
Mr. Asami was taken away by security for trespassing and the possession of dangerous items. I heard that after that, Mr. Asami was fired as soon as he got back from the trip. I'm relieved the kids at the basketball team there won't have to have him as their coach anymore. I, on the other hand, am still playing abroad as a pro basketball player. Not only that, but I was placed in the same team as Miranda in the next All-Star game. Now! I had no idea that my life would turn out like this back in high school. I'm surrounded by reliable teammates and a wonderful coach, though, so I'm not complaining.
Hey, kid, watch out!
Sorry about that, mister.
Huh?
I'm Shintori. I'm in the 6th grade. I have this inability to speak properly, a stutter. What's with this guy?
Maybe we should ignore that guy, huh?
Because of my stutter, the other kids were repulsed by my weirdness and avoided me. And as a result, I had no friends. One day, as I was headed to school alone, I saw a group of kids at the park. I wonder what's up. I was curious and approached the group. Yuck, it's a dirty old crow! Don't touch it, man, it's contagious, I bet. I saw that they were examining a small baby crow. I wonder what it's doing here. Did it fall out of its nest or something? I could see that it was pretty weak, probably injured. Those crows are a nuisance. Me mum was attacked by one the other day. Let's put it out of its misery.
Yeah, it made a mess of our trash bin the other day. Oh, pain in the bum.
Let's do it. Nobody thought twice about helping it. Goodbye, little buddy! No, please don't! Before I knew it, I jumped between the kid and the crow. But please stop! Who the hell are you anyways? This crow hasn't done anything. But please. Yeah, gross, he's touching the thing. Ugh, now he's got the cuties. Man, you guys are made for each other. The kids walked away laughing. Are you okay, little one? Gah, gah. It seemed the little crow was pretty weak. All it could manage was to cry in my palms. Yeah, I was right. It probably fell from that nest up there. The nest was pretty high up there. There's no way I was gonna reach it. So, do you wanna come home with me? Gah! And so I decided to take the little crow home with me. I'm home. My mom doesn't like to do much housework. My dad died about 3 years ago, and ever since then, she has had one boyfriend after another. So, she's never home. Come on, don't be such a cheapskate!
I gave you $100 just the other day! Why don't you go out and get a job, for God's sake?
What the hell did you just say? When she is home with her boyfriend, they're always arguing. I was getting sick and tired of this life. All I wanted was to escape from this life, but I couldn't work or make money. I was stuck here. The other kids at school thinks I'm weird and wants nothing to do with me. I really have no one to turn to or anywhere to go. But with this new friend I made, I was busy. I would come home and feed it and nurse it back to health. Here you go, you have to eat. How is it? Does it taste good? Caw, caw! I would feed it 2 or 3 times a day and even made a little bed for it. I wonder if this is good enough. I read that crows are very smart and aware of their surroundings. They tend to build their nests in hard-to-reach places up in the trees or on tall buildings. When they are weak or injured, they will still sit quietly for days to recover. That's why you don't see dead crows lying around downtown. The crow that I rescued had an injured eye. What happened to your eye, little one? Caw, caw! Maybe I should give him a name. So I tried to think of a good name. Hey, little one, what do you think of Kurota? Caw, caw! Like it, huh? Okay, from now on, you're Kurota. Caw, caw! Kurota loved his new name. I was overjoyed. This is the first friend I ever had. Hey, did you know that he has a pet crow?
Yuck, that's gross!
At school, my classmates somehow learned that I had a pet crow, and so they started ridiculing me for it. I really don't care what they think. I have Kurota. I don't need them. Caw, caw! Hey, come on, Kurota, that tickles! And so, my life with Kurota continued. About 1 month later, Kurota has grown considerable since. His injury is completely healed. He'll eat whatever I serve him. Caw, caw! Sure glad you're all better now, Kurota. This past month has been really fun. I never thought taking care of an injured cow would bring me so much joy. Funny thing is, I don't stutter at all when talking to Kurota. However, I can't keep him forever. Crows mature after about 1 month. It was time for Kurota to be set free. Go on, Kurota, you're all grown up now. Time to be free. Caw, caw! Kurota. Kurota rubbed his beak against my leg, not wanting to part. We'll meet again someday. You have to be strong and live your life. Make sure you get enough to eat, okay? I don't want you getting injured. I don't want you getting injured again. You hear me? And then Kurota spread his wings and... We're friends forever, don't forget that! Caw, caw! Kurota flew off into the bright blue sky, gradually disappearing behind the trees. 15 years later... Sir, you got off to move? This is city property, you can't sleep here. But this is my home. Where am I supposed to go, huh? I only know this place, please. That's right, after all these years, I've become homeless. When I turned 18, I got a live-in job at a factory and immediately moved out. It was a day I was waiting for, but... No way, this is not happening to me! After working at this factory for several years, it went bankrupt due to mismanagement. Isn't there something you can do? But because I had no permanent address or even a cell phone, I wasn't able to land a decent job. I couldn't even work if I wanted to. And so I ended up being homeless. You're still young, so stop being lazy. There are plenty of jobs out there. I went to City Hall to submit papers to be eligible for welfare payments, but as I was young and able-bodied, they just wouldn't accept my application. It's not that I'm lazy, I want to work. My life was at a dead end. There was nowhere for me to go. I was kicked out of my little hideaway. I had nowhere to go and nothing to do. All I did was wander around, hoping for something. Why did my life turn out this way? I was one of the dregs of society, a lowlife. Nothing seems to get better for me. As a matter of fact, it just gets worse and worse. Okay, everyone, please line up.
Don't worry, there's plenty for everyone.
It was as though an oasis of hope had appeared before me. It was that guy, Anton. He and his assistant would occasionally provide food to the homeless. Oh dear God, thank you! I immediately lined up to receive my first hot meal in days. But then, several minutes later... Listen up, everyone! Stop with all the cooking and clear out this area! Huh? What's this about? It was the city authorities again. What's going on here? Isn't the job of city officials to take care of people in need? Our job is to protect the public and maintain a hygiene of community spaces. We cannot allow such activities in this administrative area. And so, Anton and his assistant were forced to pack up their things and moved out of the area, shattering my hopes. I was able to gather up some cardboard boxes and managed to build a makeshift home for myself, but I was at my breaking point. I didn't even have the energy or the will to continue. And to make things worse. Let's have a little fun, guys! Please stop, that's my home! A bunch of ruffians appeared and began the purging of the homeless. Please, stop! Let go of me, you dirty bum! I tried with all my might to protect my home, but it was absurd to even think I could beat these guys. I ended up losing everything. All I had left was this pathetic life. I must have broken some ribs. Although I was in pain, the hunger in my belly was even more painful. I have to find something to eat. I was so weakened by the lack of food that I wasn't able to stand, much less walk.
What's that guy doing?
Don't look at him, ignore him!
Yeah, how awful! As I lay on the ground, the passers-by just looked at me as if I were just mere trash. This world is so cruel. Come to think of it, I've always been alone. Nobody cared about me. I was sprawled out on that dirty sheet, unable to move. Tears rolled down my cheeks. At the next moment, a large black crow flew down toward me. So even a crow views me as rubbish, huh? I really have fallen far, haven't I? But this crow stood in front of me and just stared. What's with this crow? I looked closer and I could see he was carrying something in his beaks. The crow put the object in front of me. What is this a gem of some kind? Are you giving that to me? Huh? What's with this crow? I had no idea what was going on. But then I came to a realization. That eye, the scar! There was a distinctive scar on the crow's eye. No way, it can't be! Then it all came back to me. How'd you get that scar, little one? Caw! It was 15 years ago. From this day forward, your name is Kurota. Caw! Like that name, huh? Yes, I'd forgotten about my one and only friend. Kurota, is that really you? You're okay, you're alive! Crows are super smart, and they have the ability to survive under tough conditions. I heard that crows have a long lifespan. There was one farmer that kept their pet crow for 60 years. Is this gem real? But I was no longer able to withstand the fatigue overcoming me. You okay, guy? My brain's list at $7,000. Pardon me? $7,000? After I passed out, Anton happened to come by and he rescued me. He got me a hot meal and brought me to the jeweler's to have the gem appraised. Apparently, this gem was a genuine ruby. This is unbelievable! I wasn't sure where Kurota got this precious ruby, so I decided to take it to a police station nearby. I didn't want to take someone's possession. I just couldn't live with myself thinking I stole something so valuable. Crows are curious animals. They are attracted to things that twinkle and shine. They go about collecting shiny objects like coins, pieces of glass, and yes, jewelry. He probably picked it up somewhere. But turns out, it wasn't only that ruby. Hey, Kurota, what's going on? Gaw! Huh? Again? Every day, Kurota would bring me one precious item after another. That's enough, Kurota! You've done more than enough! Each time Kurota delivered something, I would take it to the police station. Then one evening, where the hell did you hide the jewelry, buddy? Hand it over if you think it's good for you, you bum! Ah! I don't know where they got the information, but somehow they learned that I had precious jewels and attacked my little cardboard home. Please, I don't have the jewelry here, so please stop. Don't give me that, buddy. I saw that crow bringing you jewelry, and a lot of it. Even if I told them the truth, they would not believe me. Please, this is my precious home. Please stop. It was right at that moment when... Kurota! Kurota had come to my rescue. What the hell? What's with that filthy blood? Kurota. Watching Kurota protect me, I was reminded of something. I wasn't alone after all. Had a best friend all this time. And then Kurota's buddies joined him to shoo away the hoodlums. Thanks so much, Kurota. I owe you, my friend. Even after all these years, Kurota had not forgotten about me. I'll never forget you, Kurota. Make sure you come and visit me sometimes. With that, Kurota and his buddies flew off toward the horizon. Are you sure it's all legit? All the jewelry that I brought to the police station was deemed legally mine. There was no claims to it. With the money I received from the sale of the jewelry, I set up a non-profit to help the homeless, providing shelter and food for the needy. Kurota gave me another chance in life, and I was going to make the best of it. The organization has grown and currently doing well, receiving donations and support from the government and from countless kind-hearted individuals. What kind of job are you looking for? Don't hesitate to consult us regarding anything. We're here to help. With the help of Anton, we're working to make life easier for people in need. I haven't run into Kurota for a while now, but I know he's observing us from somewhere. I feel we'll be soulmates forever. I'm Tetsuji Rijujima. After a long struggle to lead the worst Yakuza group that ever existed since the end of the World Wars, Rendokai, I successfully became a free Yakuza, so I decided to hold a small celebration alone at an expensive sushi restaurant. So, can I get some, gizzard shad? Of course! Miss Shiora, can you bring him agari?
Agari?
Oh, agari is a term used at sushi restaurants meaning tea. Is she gonna manage? Sorry to ask you I helped so suddenly. I strained my back, and although I can prepare sushi, I can't move from where I am. Oh, I'm sorry, Shiora. Can you go help him? But they seem to be having a hard time too. The handyman all caught a cold.
No, it's fine. I was interested in the expensive sushi business.
This is delicious as always, Dad. This is a real taste that normal people can't taste. Huh? I'm so glad, Dad. It's hard to like these people. I'm Shuji Arata. The class is talking about expensive sushi, but it has nothing to do with me. I live in a small 6-mat room with my mom. Mom, what's for dinner tonight?
You'll have to wait until tomorrow morning. We won't have enough rice to eat this month at this pace.
Okay. We had no money to buy food, so we often had nothing to eat for dinner. When I was small, my dad suddenly left us. Since then, Mom has been working and taking care of me as a single mother. But her body is weak, so she can only work for a short amount of time.
I'm sorry, son.
Mom, don't apologize. I'm okay. And we're in debt, so we can't ask for financial support provided by the country. So I try to help support the household by selling aluminium cans and metal scraps. But it's impossible for us to live a normal life. I collected so many, yet I only get $1. Mom and I always lived on the verge of survival. So, eating at an expensive sushi restaurant was like a dream that would never come true. I feel sorry for you. I'll take you to the restaurant tonight. Huh? One day, Masahiro suddenly said that. But are you sure? We're kids and we're going to an expensive sushi restaurant? And how about the payment? Don't worry. I have this family card that my dad gave me. Wow! There was a rumor that my classmate, Masahiro's father, was part of the underground world. He's very rich, so he always looks down on me because I'm poor. In our country, we, the rich, have the responsibility to take care of the poor. Just relax and leave everything to me. Thanks. But for some reason, he was kind to me today.
This is today's special, Silver World.
Wow! It was my first time seeing such a delicious-looking sushi. At this sushi shop, you have to try the silver-skinned fish. Go on, try it, wait. Thank you for the meal. Like he told me, I slowly brought the gizzard shad to my mouth. And the moment I took a bite, my brain was overwhelmed in surprise. This is delicious! What is this? What is this? It's good, Royce. It melts as soon as it touches my tongue. Just the right amount of fat, the perfect softness of the rice. Delicious! Oh, it's so good! I was moved to experience my very first expensive sushi. It was so good that my cheek was about to drop. Great! Eat as much as you'd like. I also tried yellowtail, sea urchin, salmon roe, and sea bass. I enjoyed a variety of expensive sushi. I couldn't choose the best. They were all delicious. I want Mom to try it too. Then Masahiro. Sir, can we also get some takeaway? Sure thing. Masahiro? Don't feel bad. Come on, eat as much as you'd like. I was moved by Masahiro's kindness. Masahiro kindly ordered some packed sushi to bring home to my room. This is awesome! Thanks. Thanks so much, Masahiro. I'm glad to see you happy. Okay, I think it's about time. Suji is eating one expensive sushi after another, just like all poor people would. But I decided to do according to what I planned. I need to use the bathroom, but feel free to eat as much as you'd like. Okay, bye. I left Shuji alone and I stood up. Phew, I can't eat anymore. It's been so long since I ate until full, and I've never had such a delicious sushi, so I was feeling the happiest in my whole life. 20 minutes later, where's Masahiro? But no matter how long I waited, Masahiro, who went to the bathroom, didn't come back. Is he okay? Don't tell me he fainted in the bathroom. Masahiro, you okay? Do you have a stomachache? I got worried and went to check him in the bathroom. Huh? Masahiro was nowhere to be found. What should I do? After I returned to my seat, the only thing I could do was to be at a loss. I didn't have a single penny with me. Oh, hilarious! Okay, I should go home now. I waited for Masahiro for a few hours, but he never came back.
We're closing for the day.
Okay. It was time for the restaurant to close, and I slowly peeked at the receipt, feeling scared. Do I have to pay for all of this? The price written on the receipt was unbelievable. It's impossible! There's no way I could pay for this! There was no way a poor guy like me could pay. Ah! And I finally realized that everything was part of Masahiro's plan. He had always planned to prank me by leaving a poor guy like me alone. Now I finally get why he acted so kindly today. But this is too much. Huh? You can't pay?
But it looks like he has his reasons.
Finally, the owner of the sushi restaurant found out about my situation. I won't go easy on you just because you're a kid. It's all over. It's the end. I'm sorry, Mom. The owner would never forgive me. He would quickly contact my mom. Because I agreed to go with Masahiro, I ended up becoming a burden to my mom. We'll have to borrow some money. Ugh. I hated how stupid I was. But at that moment... Huh? The owner who was approaching me started to act weird. You must be... Huh? The next day. Yesterday was a masterpiece. Shuji ate so much. But he doesn't have any money. I was presenting to the class about what happened yesterday. And Shuji didn't come to school today. Did he get arrested? I guess that he got arrested because there's no way he could have paid for the total. It was so freaking funny to me. That night, I asked Dad to take me to the expensive restaurant again. I wanted to know what happened to Shuji. Hello, Hey, welcome! Then... it seems like Shuji was working for the sushi restaurant. You, look at how you're dressed. This is a masterpiece. My stomach! I laughed so hard seeing him dressed that way. I bet Shuji had to work part-time because he wasn't able to pay for the price. The ending of the story was perfect, but This is actually my restaurant. Huh? Shuji suddenly said something that didn't make any sense. Actually, after you left yesterday. You must be the son of the previous owner. Huh? 8 years ago, the previous owner of this restaurant was a specialist who lived for his job. He struggled to find the balance between his work and his family. He told me that he left his family at the end. He said if he stayed, he'd become a burden to the family. But why did you know it's me? He always had a photo of his family no matter where he was, so I knew your face. My dad was the previous owner of the sushi restaurant. Actually, the previous owner fell sick 2 years ago. And at his last moments, he told me something. If my family visited you one day, I want you to help them. I always prioritize my work over my family. So I want to make amends for my sin, at least. Okay, you can leave it to me, sir. After that, I called Mom and explained everything to her. It looks like everything was true.
He was a very stubborn person.
But he always prioritized his family at last. Of course you don't have to pay for the meal. And this restaurant is yours. Huh? I'm not good at managing business, so you should take over this restaurant as new owners. For some reason, Mom and I became the owner of this shop, taking over Dad.
Oh, I see. Good for you. That's all thanks to me.
Looks like you've done things to our owner. There's nothing we can serve you both today. But the $3,200 you promised to pay yesterday, you better pay for that.
You can find a Yakuza here.
Then one of the customers stood up.
I love the food this restaurant serves. I can't just let you destroy this business. And from what I've heard, there's no space of exploration for you. As members from the underground, how about we talk this outside, huh?
Dad? Like that, Masahiro's dad went home, angrily leaving Masahiro behind. Don't you ever visit again! This is what I heard afterwards. Masahiro's dad was just a phone caller employee by a small and weak Yakuza group.
Wait, Dad! What should I do?
And...
Wait, Dad! What should I do?
And... Hey, you're slow! Can't you be more efficient? And Masahiro had to work to pay back the total price of the sushi.
By the way, are you interested in experiments?
Huh? Thanks, Dad. I thanked my dad, who I'd never met. Since then, I started to learn about how to make sushi. I wanted to take over Dad's business and also his spirit as a sushi expert. And Masahiro no longer looked down on me and bragged about his wealth.
Oh, my name is Mebe Eda. Today is the first day of the school trip I've been looking forward to. We're currently on a Shinkansen headed to Hijikura Prefecture. But I tried getting into the toilet, but an old man got there before me. What's the matter? Nothing.
Lend me your perfume.
Use it well, it's expensive. You brought sunglasses?
Yeah, I don't want to be underestimated by the local kids.
Care for any drinks or snacks?
Yes! Give me your phone number, miss!
It was the biggest event of our high school life. Everyone looked like they were having fun. That's... Stop it, guys. You're bothering her. But I was only worried about one thing. I wonder if I'll make it. I have terrible motion sickness, and my stomach always starts hurting whenever I ride something. I was already at my limit. I've been like this ever since I was born. When I was in elementary school, I once had an accident myself in the bus on our way to the camp we were going to be staying at. What should I do? I fell into despair then. It would still have been fine if I had only peed myself, but...
Something stinks?
The bus was filled with the smell, and my classmates started noticing. It can't be helped. I'll just throw it out the window. I took desperate measures. I took out the thing in my pants and decided to throw it out the window to get rid of any proof, but...
What are you doing, me boy?
However, I was unlucky enough to be seen by one of the boys in my class. School after that for me was hell. What had happened on the bus soon became known to everyone in the school, and for obvious reasons, I was forced to live the rest of my school life on my own. But then, I finally became a high schooler and was able to leave that past behind. I didn't stand out much, but I was able to have a fairly regular high school life. That's because no one from my elementary school went to the same high school, which means that no one would find out about my past. I even made good friends. I was finally able to forget about my past. Things were going well for me. I avoided school events where I had to get on a vehicle as much as possible until now, but I wanted to go to our graduation trip no matter what. Buses, planes, Shinkansen. I prepared myself mentally to get on any of them and decided to go on the trip. But as expected, my stomach started hurting. But I took nausea medicine. As soon as I got on the Shinkansen, I felt a tremendous urge to go to the toilet. On a scale, it would look something like this. My stomach was at a limit, and it felt like it could come out at any moment. I'm going to the toilet. Again? Excuse me? Excuse me?
It's occupied!
I already tried to go to the toilet several times, but each time I did, it was occupied. Are you alright? Yeah.
I won! Yes! Yay!
I felt jealous of my classmates who were still enjoying themselves so much they had no clue what I was currently going through. If I have another accident, and the class's biggest problem child Seiya finds out, it'll be the end for me. It sent shivers down my spine just thinking about it. He'll probably tell everyone in school about it, and then my regular high school life will come to an end. The old man who got into the toilet earlier got out. Finally, I can go to the toilet. I cried a silent shout of joy and dashed to the toilet, but...
Look, that's Mr. Hiji!
Wow! Excuse me? Everyone rushed to the windows and blocked my path. This is bad. At this rate... I couldn't rush to the toilet, and I couldn't hold it in any longer and fell to the floor.
Hey!
The next instant...
What?
I felt the same despair I felt back in elementary school. I couldn't stop it. What I was holding in until now came out as if a plug had been pulled.
You...
This feeling, it passed my clothes and slipped onto the floor. Yup, I had an accident in the middle of the train. It looks like they haven't noticed yet. But the class's biggest problem child, Seiya, was standing right in front of me. This is the end. My mind went blank. Everyone's going to remember this for the rest of their lives. I messed up again. I cursed myself for being born with motion sickness like this. And then...
You can't even hold in your shit?
Seiya, out of all people, was the first to notice. He's probably going to tell everyone the next instant and make a laughingstock out of me. What happened to
me,
Mother-chan?
Bang-chan? Something stinks.
It's only a matter of time before everyone else finds out. Everyone else was starting to notice as well. But I couldn't move. Should I run and hide? But we're on a Shinkansen. There's nowhere to hide. Should I pretend to not know anything? It's already too late. There's no way that's going to work. My brain was working full speed to think of a way out of this, but I realized that the only way to get out of this situation would be to go back in time. It was impossible for me to get out now. Why? Why is it always like this? The memories I had of elementary school flashed in my mind then. The trip lasts 3 days. It probably won't end there, though. People are going to talk about this until we graduate. I'm going to be alone again, but there was nothing I could do anymore. Seiya-kun was looking at me like a devil, but the next instant... What?
Huh?
For some reason, Seiya suddenly smashed a bottle of cologne on the floor.
That stinks!
A strong, stimulating smell suddenly filled the car room. Obviously, since a bottle of cologne was just smashed on the floor.
Get into the train room! Hurry, my nose hurts!
hurts! Everyone in the train room fell into a panic. They all started fleeing to the other train room. That's when...
Go!
What?
Hurry! The toilet is in the 5th train room!
Oh, okay. Seiya said that to me in a quiet voice. At first, I didn't understand what was going on, but I took my bag and got into the toilet just like he told me to. That's when I saw Seiya stepped on my mess with his shoes and hid it. Seiya...
Lukigasa! What the hell do you think you're doing?
Huh?
After that, the teacher came immediately, it seemed. I
was saved.
I was saved. I did what I had to do in the toilet and changed clothes. Thanks to the smell of the cologne and the panic, everyone other than Seiya didn't notice the accident I had. Seiya finally went crazy.
My cologne!
What are you trying to do doing something like this? The trip's barely started and already...
I'm making memories.
Huh? Are you making fun of us teachers or something?
Seiya refused to move for an hour, and before we knew it, we were at our destination.
We finally made it.
It's Seiya's fault we had to stand the whole time. The smell was so bad that no one wanted to get back into the train room, so everyone just decided to stand and wait until we got there.
Lunchboxes. Care for any lunchboxes? Oh, what does this train room stink?
What's the matter, Mebe-chan? Aren't you coming? Oh, yeah, coming.
You're gonna be coming with us! You knew that all along, though, right?
Yeah.
At the time, I was in a panic and couldn't fully grasp the situation, but I realized what had happened after I calmed down a bit. Seiya-kun saved me by causing trouble and taking the blame for everything. I was able to spend the first day of our trip without any more accidents, but I wasn't able to fully enjoy myself. I wonder if Seiya's alright. I didn't see him the entire day after that.
Listen, you broke the rules and made a bad memory for everyone. I'm going to tell your parents immediately and...
My legs hurt. Can I sit normally now?
No! You might get even more than a suspension, you know. Yes?
That evening... Teacher, there's something I want to talk to you about.
Huh?
I found out that Seiya was being scolded by the teacher in his room, and so I decided to see them and set things straight. You misunderstand. Seiya did nothing wrong.
What?
I told the teacher the entire truth. The fact that I had an accident in the train, and that Seiya did what he did so that no one would find out. And then the teacher...
You needed to tell me this sooner!
He was moved and started crying. Seiya hid the fact that I had an accident even from the teacher. Apparently, he decided not to tell anyone as to not hurt my reputation. The teacher let Seiya go after that, and...
My legs hurt.
Sorry. Thank you so much. I was finally able to thank Seiya for what he did. But why did you save me then, though? While we were returning to our rooms, I asked Seiya what had been on my mind the whole day. Why did the biggest problem child of our class save me? I couldn't make any sense of it.
What do you mean, why? Did I need a reason?
Huh? That's what Seiya-kun told me.
You were in big trouble, so I helped you. It's just that. My grandma taught me to be that way.
It looks like I misunderstood him.
Huh?
Seiya-kun was really a good person. Ever since what happened to me in elementary school, I found it difficult to truly trust other people. I didn't expect anyone to be this nice to me in my life, which is why I started crying. I'm sorry. I thought you were a bad person until now. I'm sorry.
I don't care what you think of me. What other people think won't change the fact that I am who I am.
And then Seiya put his sunglasses on me.
It suits you.
Did he do it to hide the fact I was crying? I understand now why Seiya-kun is always surrounded by people. I felt ashamed of myself for judging people based on how they look. The next day...
It looks like you regret what you did yesterday, so you're free from today.
Okay.
Seiya was able to spend the rest of the trip with everyone else. The teacher cooperated and kept the truth a secret as well. The Shinkansen cologne bomb incident became a legend after that.
What are you gonna do about the cologne I gave you? Yeah, it smelled bad anyway, so who cares?
The school trip ended and we went back to our normal school life, and me and Seiya went back to just being classmates like before. But there was one thing that changed after the school trip. I felt it.
One day, our homeroom teacher, Miss Takashiro, suddenly took us on a field trip. Why are men I've never seen before following us? Wonder where we're going? Who knows?
It's a surprise!
Miss Takashiro is really pretty, and because of that, she's popular among the male students.
We're here!
The place she took us was... What? To Sushi?
Good morning, everyone! Today's challenge is, will my class be able to eat 1,000 plates in total?
What is this?
Today's video is a special one!
You see, our teacher runs a YouTube channel where she does eating challenges.
Wow!
What are you watching, Lori?
An eating challenge? I've been watching this channel a lot recently.
An eating challenge? Our teacher has a private channel on YouTube where she posts videos of herself doing eating challenges frequently. Wow. She's so thin as well. Having a side job is banned at our school, so she keeps it a secret among the staff. But all the students in our class know about it.
Yum! Yum!
Apparently has gastrotopsis, and so she doesn't gain weight even though she eats so much. She says that her record is 16,000 calories in one day. The average adult woman only needs 1,600 to 1,800 calories a day, by the way.
What am I doing wrong?
But recently, her views haven't been growing, and her channel is in a bit of a slump.
I wonder if people are getting bored of just me eating all day. Do I need to do something new? I'll do anything it takes.
And then,
Today, we're going to be seeing whether the students of my class will be able to eat 1,000 plates of sushi. Let's all work together to achieve this goal.
as soon as we got to the sushi restaurant, our teacher started filming her for video. She intended on using us for content on her channel.
your thoughts, Tajima-kun?
Huh? Oh, I'll try to do my best. She even brought the cameraman that worked for her.
What's the matter? You don't seem very excited.
Sorry. Her rampage didn't stop there, though.
I forgot to mention something important. There's going to be a penalty if you guys don't succeed.
What?
You guys are going to have to run in the school courtyard in your underwear. That's the penalty for today's challenge. Huh?
You didn't tell us about this. The penalty Miss Takashiro revealed was ridiculous.
It'll be great. Imagine everyone in the class running around in their underwear. It'll be a great memory of high school. I'm gonna get so many views.
Huh?
I refuse.
Everyone started saying their complaints, but
Stop the camera. Forgot to mention something. I told the school that this was a field trip for our history class and that the aim was to understand Japanese food culture. If you don't participate, I'm going to fail you guys in class for bad behavior.
what? Her eyes had already gone mad. Yep. Her teacher had been possessed by the demon of numbers. I shouldn't have come to school today. Nogamori-kun? His name is Nogamori, and he's the biggest delinquent in our school. He rarely comes to school, so it was terrible luck for him to come today of all days.
All right, start.
The 30 of us got into the restaurant and were forced to participate in our teacher's stupid challenge.
We get to eat sushi for free, right? This'll be easy. All we have to do is complete the challenge.
Yeah. It's just good since I was feeling hungry.
Everyone was still confused, but we accepted the situation. I like Kurota.
I like hamburger sushi.
At first, everyone was optimistic and enjoyed eating the kind of sushi they liked, but...
You eat as well, Nogimori.
I have no interest in food. This is so good. Let me remind you guys, there are 30 people in our class, which means that everyone has to eat about 33 plates each. 33. It looks like everyone wasn't facing reality and ignoring that simple fact. 1,000 plates of sushi was a crazy goal from the start. How many plates have you eaten at most until now?
17.
You can eat that much?
Even Ohayashi-kun, who was the biggest eater in our class, had only eaten 22 plates at most until now. 33 per person is... 1 to 10 is the limit for me. 2 minutes passed and everyone had stopped eating. Ugh. I can't eat anymore.
This is impossible. I was only able to enjoy the first 2 plates. How pathetic. You still have 312 plates to go. Come on. Have you guys gave up already? That's fine with me. I'll just have you guys run in the courtyard in your underwear. No. Eat. Come on, eat.
Don't shake me. Let me rest. Everyone was already at their limit.
No. I don't want to run in my underwear.
Some of the girls even started crying.
Those are great tears. There's no escape now. I explained the challenge to you guys and you all accepted. If you don't want to run in your underwear, then eat.
This is unforgivable. She's taking advantage of her position as teacher. Even if she's a big fan of food fighting, a high school teacher shouldn't take advantage of her students like this for her own interests. Miss Takashiro is pretty, but also really weird. This isn't the first time she's done something crazy like this. But this time, she's gone too far. I was already full, though, and there was no way I could eat even one more plate. Ugh. Running in the courtyard in her underwear? I don't want everyone to have to go through something like that. I cursed the fact that I was only a light eater. Eat, you useless scumbag! You're the class leader, aren't you? Ugh. I forced myself to keep fighting when... Use your brain, class president! Huh? It was Nogamori-kun. Appetite is one of a person's 3 major desires. To stimulate appetite, you need to stimulate the other desires as well. Don't you understand? People need a motive to take action. It was as if the devil was whispering to me. That's what I realized I needed to do. Teacher, only us, the students, are facing risks with this challenge. That's unfair, don't you think?
What are you suddenly talking about?
You're the host of this channel. Is it alright for you to not undertake any risk of your own? Is that really the kind of content your viewers want to see?
What are you saying?
I proposed a deal to Miss Takashiro. If we succeed in this challenge, you run in the courtyard in your underwear.
Why do I have to?
She was at a loss at first after hearing my proposal, but...
Fine. I accept. I promise I'll do as you say. I'm not going to succeed anyways.
She accepted immediately. It seemed she wasn't expecting us to actually succeed from the start. Listen, everyone. If we succeed, Miss Takashiro is gonna run in her underwear. Those were the words of a spell to bring the boys in our class back to life. Miss Takashiro's underwear?
What?
When they heard what I said. Oh! I'd summoned monsters from the abyss. A monster peculiar to adolescent males called sexual frustration. The boys who had gone limp from exhaustion came back to life like fish released back into the ocean.
What's your guys' deal?
Miss Takashiro's running in her underwear! I want to see it so bad. The boys of our class found a new motivation to eat. They went past their limit and stuffed their stomachs with sushi just to see Miss Takashiro in her underwear.
They look so stupid.
The plates gradually piled up and...
Impossible! I thought you guys were at your limit. You guys said you couldn't eat anymore. Even Yamashita, the weakest guy in our class, is. Are you sure it's alright if you eat that much? Parents told me not to push you too hard.
Miss Takashiro? There are times when a man has to do what he has to do. This is one of those times! The boys in our class showed unity like never before. I'm gonna run around a bit to empty my stomach.
That's unfair.
You didn't mention anything against it in the rules, Miss Takashiro. You made the fatal mistake of not setting a time limit. We took breaks and exercise, gradually stacking up the sushi plates. Everyone, let's eat. And then, 1,000 plates!
Wow! We did it!
We actually did it! We ate 1,000 plates of sushi! Now, you promised, right, Miss Takashiro?
I was actually made to run in the courtyard in my underwear. It's because I came up with that stupid challenge. Why do I have to?
What a great view!
I need to hurry up and finish the lap. If people from the other classes see me like this, Not only that, but it started raining. I'm the only one who came up with this challenge, but I didn't think they would actually succeed. It looks like I underestimated the horniness of high school boys. Ow. Why did it come to this? That's when my eyes opened. I was always good at food fighting, which is why I decided to start posting videos as a side job. But before I knew it, I became obsessed with the number of views I got. My main job is to be a teacher. I forgot about that and even tried to use my students for views. I got what I deserve, I guess. I underestimated just how stupid the boys in my class are. That power was incredible. The motive behind it was really impure, though. They're probably staring at me even now, not missing even an inch of my body. What? But when I looked back, no one was watching me anymore.
Here you have to. We got back to our seats since our classes for the afternoon had started. We'd already lost interest in Miss Takashiro.
Please watch me until the end. Why is no one looking? You guys asked for this, right?
What are you doing?
Principal?
Miss Takashiro got fired from school because of this incident. Not only that, but she accidentally live-streamed everything that happened, and her account on YouTube was banned. It was frozen forever, which meant that she lost her channel.
I just saw something I shouldn't have seen.
Thanks for watching, everyone. Come back again for more, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel.